no for
Parliament is saying, wow, PM we.
I said Parliament there. Yeah, crash one for Yeguswa standing orders. I know they buy boy, the Parliament.
Yeah.
Until one who standing orders and no one tiasi, yeah, no one who application. Ebema Ejumane and I ordained. Yeguswa, Parliament there. Bonibia and Shadaniho. Okay. Apart from the Bruhara by Bonibia
and media speaker. Asemba kwa ubisa mwa muwofi hono. Wakwaye first time I say if any of you is not remorseful, se mumubia wofi ha, wonu ne ho ne ekoso ya, won sorry nyina ho na menhwe no. Ayade a manum ho ne ekoso.
Oh, say ne ekoso no de Ghana ni bie ni ho a obetimi aka say efe. Ya dia esase ye toaso. So, nya dia bebo parliamentary democracy no. Because the parliamentary democracy it has come to stay. Bibia aba betranse.
Yes.
Ne course no Ghana ni bie ni ho a obe bompire se ebi nsisa. So, but tembia no se nwansena ebefia na wabisa se didn't na nwansan be fie na odi ahwede be fie ono na odi nwansan bai parliamentary vetting course fefefe each day bia no members of the appointment committee no enim the number of ministers ya be vetio because we be kwakotena parliamentary committee no appointment committee no essentially who the number of ministers ya be vetio and the sectors ya nominees no represent and no na be ma wadi design questions ni ade na why research ni ade nti number of ministers ya mama committee na hu say mo be vetio no maye wi woso ye fa ba ko nka ho woso ye fa wi nka ho woso ye fa wi nka ho parliament adwuma no say woso da bia ye ka say parliament is a house of records. So now parliament is a house of records. So adwuma bia ye be ye each day, business bia ye be ye each day, either at parliament house ho ankasa ana say at the committee level no obi ani madwuma ye be enti say mo de business Abba, as appointment committee, this number of ministers, number vetium. Ya vetia we now smuggle back what beshim, no smuggle back what beshim munia. No procedurally, no, it is not right. Ethically, it is not right. And I know na minority for Kokanya, minority members on the committee, Kokanya, no majority for say Omontase. So, say understanding say near ya set it out say ye be no ye wia ya pon the next day ya betwaso. In the history of Ghana's democracy, this is the first time minority party Fenyo Markins minority party parliament cooperated so well with majority. Say betting me I established government in record time. First time. Because say yet me veti minister nominee. The same day no near table motion on the floor near approval. The same day. It has not happened before. It has not happened before. Say be a minister nominee and no pa ne no anwumre no na house will approve. Ni nyina oh, it has not happened. Be a record they bet me educate me because you nyina educate to the best of my knowledge. I been see that. So nti ye minority for ye dear ye leader aka na you believe in ye leader can say e kwan bia say ye faso na ye boy no men this for na Mahama administration no utimi a constitute government no na yetimi start the business of Ghana. Eno na ye obia.
But enra protester moboko jan shishe tuntum ne eke ka ho ne ade was it necessary?
It was necessary pa. Speaker de no oye. Ukomu pa emremu no. Na oni nyina so bia.
But then round trim mamu nyina mu hu say owo nyina so.
That be say sometimes untimi ne papa entwetwe bebre. So emrano me check relevant standing orders and sana mafia. So emremu no speaker as I say or refer matter no
to privileges
committee.
Yes.
Privileges
but in this case there's informing privileges.
But that is that sana emrano chere. So refer matter no ma privileges committee. Privileges committee no ewo be recommendation. Nti emremu no betumi suspend nipa no for first time for 4 days, second time for 8 days. And the speaker there no enimram, but for the purposes of cohesion and harmony. Na speaker and so yen see nyina papa ni ade no. Wontimi no papa nkokontokwa. Because no papa nkokontokwa kra, uwi ane ho na bekwa kwa jiska. Ono na the speaker of the National Assembly. So, into papa the better than papa chimanson ni ade. But emremu speaker nim say it is not supported by any standing order. Bia. So, as I said, we refer matter no, Emma Privileges Committee. Privileges Committee no na day ni recommendation beba. First punishment 4 days, second punishment 8 days. It is a Privileges Committee ni ho dia. Say wa wuntimi nye ne emranim prescribe say it is the Privileges Committee ni ho. Sir Parliament ni yemra. And you want to me any subjective description or decision for the speaker to make. Any subjective is prescribed by law. So, and the speaker and to me can say a subjective decision or decide this say and as say.
Okay.
So, and the speaker no or you be a Juano or you be a Juano or a very experienced speaker. Because Parliament one way was say I watching Obia. And he's an astute lawyer. I didn't know who speaker. Yes,
okay, Mesamba will hope you. On my panel this morning, the Honourable Member of Parliament for Brekum West, Honourable Dixon Chredua, Honourable so Atnasi. My main encon when I meet you, so Honourable
Minia,
Machin.
Yeah.
Ekoye.
Jamia don't be aboko.
Utrim kwanso.
2025. This is the first time I'm here.
Yeah.
My mama all the best for the year. Na yabo mabaso. Juma day mo ye ni election time. Hanana me fa me report across the country. You did a very good job.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
Minua akasa. Now quickly, my memfa kwenye so na me mo minua eye penyini Kofi Adams abaso. Unim say as a sports person there eye baby na mani wo yie to the veteran. Me a metena mu enra approval said ye koye no ade a eye anigesem kese me bona baso na minim say obeye adwumaden. Time a yewura Kofi Adams dey be sports minister eye time e mu edin yie. A time a Black Stars struggle to go to any major tournament. A time World Cup Ghana for mabunu nyina hwe se yebeko USA Canada. A time football violence assign a man homane so the see na no ewo nsuatre enti meka say a very difficult time or dey ebetina konwa so, but I'm very confident say enunti ena yewura Mahama eyinu, because this is the man you need at these challenging times. Menim say obetumi aye adwuma. I wish him the best of luck. Na menim say he will pass out as one of the best sports ministers ever on my way. Enya on yeruna Sam George ni ewura okujeto ablakwa. Wahwe out of 42 ya approve omo ne the only 2 yenu ya mo minority ama ya nye consensus Nini na chino.
And no crowd the minority leader or run and so.
But that notwithstanding, that notwithstanding, yeah, approve of one be show more jumase. You know, yeah, one woman be what, but I mean, nipa be what, they are so principled and so strong on their convictions. And that character trait is also very, very important. So, your leader. And you'll be a flip flop and no kawe china ko ha china kawe na china ujina hani ade. And these are young gentlemen or more competence, their dedication, their commitment to the cause of my Ghana no in no doubt. And then yeah approve more. Minim say 2 ministers way, let's keep eyes on them. You will see say there will be some of the best our minor enya. Yeto mu nyina chi menua Joseph Akwabo Abono approve nenra menua ba Charity Gardner and all the ministers approve omo said the menua can record time and yenya cabinet in place around 3 weeks. Abraham Mahama betina konwa so 7 January was it within 14 days obey in the cabinet where ye cabinet ye other ministers aka ho regional ministers they've all gone through vetting approve omo nyina aka deputy ministers eba beka ho a complement mebo Mpensenpensenmu John Dramani Mahama baso se odi ose ye oyo na ne 14-day deadline odi so na oyi omo ba ye no so the speaker the deputies the leadership of parliament and the leadership of majority na the leadership of minority nyina kan bo mu corporation minority so de ba ya yetumi aye vet ndi omo be duru ba bia ye duru no and also mebo yempanyimfo abaso na menim say we are ready to work said ye majority leader aka no ye use your numbers emfam bully ye nuamo na quick one na menua kan bibi Thursday incident na esi ye no any Friday the da the basabasa ye buy a suspension buy no let us look at it in its proper context. The ma Thursday said the na menua ka say na committee na agree so mo be vet nipa miensa na esesa ye no Wednesday omo ana ya schedule omo for Wednesday no esane eye Oliver Bekavoma wo case na omo twen no ba committee anim no committee na anya adwuma Wednesday that brought Thursday numbers ndi omo ana nka ye be vet omo Wednesday no nyina no last minute na wo say omo push omo ko Thursday no
but there should be an agreement between both sides.
There was no agreement. There was me buy na wo kasa man kasa enti ekoba say corporation amodi kan dia ba say this ya was say dey publish advertise kura na nyina nwevu ni ade no na ba bia ekodu no ebi abetena se Wednesday to say na can Western North you know can do money Wednesday because of incident here no it was an emergency that needed to be dealt with. Oliver Bekavoma wodi no enti akoba se Thursday number na ye no yesre yemfa kakranka ho a nanka emfonso obi ani ho in the case committee sitting atranse yakoduru baabi enti se nipa no ye ntumi nye omo aka no nyina na bye. There are several ways of protesting, but say ebekwa akoye violent protest e de basabasa e be basa no de eno no de basa na antwaye na say de menu ye kan was the Parliamentary House of Records nti once it is on record say be ye 3 no ono anzu nim say even though the other paper bar in the course of proceedings on the day na tim the addendum saying to me to be beka ho Parliament no say a master on its own rules. And you know about me, I can say, way, na the year, you know to me, can say, yes, science, in any case. And say, you're a minority leader, sorry. Abra, you approve 10th report, we, know. Now, about 10, about 10:30 near there. And so, now 11th report, no, the initial position, they said, no, you're family. Actually, yeah, deliberations course, no. otiase ema yesan hwe 11 report na wie na 11 pm apa ho ne ade so cooperation a mode eba initially a eboa no that was what we were hoping say ye betumi areche that cooperation on Thursday ena anko basa ede basa ye ba but media baby e wo sesei mesre se ebeya enka speaker suspension ne ehun sensem ni nyina na ye ndro curtain na ye move forward because suspension no were lifted whether say speaker ye right speaker ye right na another argument on his own and say see ya lifted suspension ye nu amu ababa na I don't think say ye going to debate of speaker so ye right and on ye right I mean ebi GD say speaker will duty to maintain law order integrity of the house and amongst steps will be taken include say a suspension by especially at the time when privileges committee in place and for a very good reason the entire committee is forming a channel President Mahama Gusso ya appointment and some committees be why you do to so we minister yemfa say you be a deputy minister for sports na ye de wakoto sports committee a conflict ndiji say ye sign besesa committees no so majority na asre and parliament no nyina agya to ye wie appointment no hu omo akoye ministers then you know committees odi omo beto ama asundwie atumi aba ma otherwise we be form a committee ye ministers and deputies we na agye so sign koye whole lot of changes. And I think say directional ye kodo minority emwa omode boa ya yetumi approve in record time no commendable but we should also commend Yewura Bernard here for and I think he deserves a lot more respect from some members of the committee ni Ghanaians edu ba bia na said the oye liberal said the oye so accommodating no ebi taken for granted and I've monitored on social media especially ye NDC grassroots near there complain so you weak near there my brother Yewura Bernard here for very strong very assertive and very principled but at the same time your numbers are your war parliament and right from day one your leadership are taking decisions say we will not abuse our numbers. Fire numbers budozu your way through. Oko appointments committee a permanent membership near 11. NDC was 7, MPP was 4. And every nominee no the subject matter 422 become not just if they are not permanent member depending on who is being vetted. Vetted sports minister na pay more money sports 22 become from both sides. Not just say Monsu NMDB or Modi Abua committee, but 11 no 7 for me quorum 7 to me take a decision bia but NDC penesa and even nominee nominee nanka menya who appear before committee you want to have both sides or munyina bebusa na both sides are recommended by consensus and thankfully out of 42 40 have been on consensus. Only 2. So make us say so far so good. Enti yen konasa na Yewura Bernard here for in particular respect who deserve because in parliament we have something like minority will have their say, majority will have their way. At the end of the day, no matter the grilling, no matter the because say majority no, it decided to approve. We will approve. And there is no need. Say, Yewura Afenyo Marken, Busana questions, and I, chairman, who say my limit no come back, once me my own can be a way deep. One man for Mojo, one man too much room, and now one man a choir man a year. That's not the case. Opposition no responsibility to hold the government accountable. But baby, do baby, you must be disagreeing, say. Edu baby nso na minority leader taking too far sometimes bit na 9 so 5-6 hours at a sitting na just edu baby it doesn't matter what kind of references about in the past? If that time it was no good, it is also no good now. Enti ye best say consensus building na ya shasi no. Ye de be kwa wiye. That is what democracy is about.
Okay.
If it is about say oh ye na one numbers, ye say ya emwa, and you have appointment committee chairman who is cool-headed, well composed. Onim dia o ye ntina o makwan ma yewura fanyo marking minority ebusadu at the end of the day, if it is by consensus recommendation to the plenary na yeba na plenary nso no ankoya abato na ekoye by consensus. I mean, it builds the democracy.
Okay.
And we a minister na ekobasa nso you are very confident say both sides no nyina I endorse a appointment, and that is the way we want to go. And for me, so far so good. Just say ye nyina ye beba middle ground kakrana yura afenyo markings edu baby a the questions no 3 hours the one person who's I know a day so I want to do baby a on tone it down. But me, I'm somebody who believes in accountability, because the truth of the matter, and they say wa by muno untumen grele wa udipa ya nominating not to say the position. When we were also on the other side, that was what we were doing. The difference in say where there no a do baby or man a broso. And I'm very happy say he's a gentleman and on the floor of parliament where ne SSS bia to say the okafa clerk of the appointment committee. And I mean, very good gentleman. Oh, sorry, I withdraw any idea. Yeah. That is how we build our democracy.
Okay.
And meaning say this parliament probably is yet to be confirmed. Might be the youngest of all the parliaments since 1992. And youth were exuberance but well experienced, well educated people, also young people, a woman. The year say the business as usual attitude, no. Ebese sana yenyina adwene Ghana first.
Okay.
Na yetumi push your mind no.
All right.
And under the leadership of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the caliber of ministers were you and the caliber of MPs were say no. I'm sure say Ghana will go a lot of places.
Medase pa Brekum West Mrashebedwani Honorable Dixon Dria and Yekte Nkano Adom 106.3 FM. Over.
Yo, Mamenchia my pound for me to me. To be honest with you, media where I sit, me who say Ghana Adiama Yura mama many nshye ho ebi kakra a constitutional review na obaye ontina ya ogusu gidigidi no me hu say enyama bebre akoso efri 1992 a ye dey sa constitution we ye adwuma no se me transnam ye introspection of the nation me hu say efa bebre no ye ekoyechi because enyama na ye wo as a nation, you lose. What they compare before 1992? But like I say, the Fourth Republican way, it is causing more harm to the country than good. Why am I saying this? Japadi say Ghana was a call 1992 year free over. Blast line call your factories. I've got your farmlands and you show that I'm saying. You were all these bodies, the arms of government, like a democracy, the benefits. And you see a multi-party democracy and say, a bad boy a home buying, a bema DE, a bit too yase, na kaya boom. By free 1992, but me translam sha a polarization of the country. You lose your valuable assets. Asset to Obama and Nipa say, Omima Boyan, no, they turn out to be the enemy of the country. Usha Yansasia, amanofo ba no mabefa adododie bia wo memu bia mu ba no mabefa fa. I'm wondering now this Western type of democracy ya jata eniasi. I don't think see it as yet. And the environment America for pretty or more democracy. The kind of mindset our modern, you know. It's that time Parliament in Yan Tokwano. Now yan citizens after 30 something years of this partisan democracy, it seems that we have a currency. A devalue the last 17 years, a devalue over 1,304%. I'm not seeing the dividends multi-party democracy no. Edema or minor. And we are losing it. Now the enemy Yakran say with all these structures I war. We had a gap between the half and the half not. Not just a democracy so the Juma Dios Bedima Ghana Parliament in form of I quite to say ya to Obama ya Parliament the constituents the Umujan so to my you do Parliament gate where they are to and you have a fire party and your parochial interest at the Tifio Sana me say and until Amasa mentime ho asene owienne na ekoso ni nyina no. It is not about Ghana, and I believe says your architecture the constitutional architecture no I was say asesa no kra men kwa e kan you say parliament I was say political parties sponsor parliamentarians. I don't because some parliamentary whip system and in your man a moment take block decision. The individual input. I also made the ball man who could do another attention. They take block decisions. Me who does say and MPP Nibia so say even though me MPP ni but Sadio ya me party diaba and I'm a government diaba I me no munya adwene. Verti ya yeken ya verti free 1982 abesine. Obia just am say DF 9 time na am so reject 1 or 2 ministers me if my memory and am ebe kakra bi dia ka nyina mu seli true e ja de tin anya ka ya would see your mama a case or ma appointment na ka ya ju see bi na common national security force monja background check of these people my area e person mu ba abem because parliamentarian kwa we interview no enyo information nyina obenya accurate ebu akra you say abroad kwa wodan bi wo if you say airport yes say ne dia say nyane dia before say ono abroad kwa be nyina ne aka gudu anim ase but we dia man national security force papa we dey ba be di minister mona mo yesuma si dwadie mona mo ye undercover nti mo hwe na sankofo yi mo fa ho report mo lay o parliament nanya parliamentarians na wo mkototo mu nua no ho e wo bedwam me enya de emanika because esa enipa no ye betima aka asem bi agunu fi na nya no kre no obeya no onso ba be minister obetredwam aba be administer boa se oman no media de man no obetima toto ne mayi in any case minister bia oba no eyeye wura domama adwuma no oba beye and the vision of Mahama and our delegate powers in man say look dwene seme minni baby I can be I am limited into wo aha wo ko jano dwumadie we mobile phone we ye botazi e move akwakoto a me domama mobile phone pesa koto na Ghana phone to ye etu wo minister no wo ba be sofa ne nyina ye move mobile phone akoto baby a e pesa koto no ba we de oba be jano na questions bia emfa dwumadie me ba ku bi say honestly na me happy Ashanti regional minister omusa say how many paramounts are in Ashanti region so where the job description dey man on any chieftaincy number bia madam ya hunu sa I say enya hini enu okodie anu akope paramounts oh it doesn't matter
no but okodi minister no wi a origin no be hu ni
yes
when Jimmy am
embarrassing
very embarrassing
senior with the greatest respect Professor Phobia ebisa say on reciting national anthem so
no you need to be patriotic if in fact say parliament don't him say parliament kura
no be parliament there because
region mu a oni na nanu na ekoya adwuma etu ona all the parliament
obehu ni nyina
baba bia wo giran afani ya yiri say ye ntoto na no ukobusa the parliament sabe me kura me yes santini at that material moment me menka I've a credit to be so
you were not going for
areas is that
area of baby
no
Daddy what you say
direct question like that
random questions
who is saying or born in an adwuma and no bet much than
yes
what would say how many numbers that direct specific questions and relevant for me yeah the national pledge awokan and a national anthem say we patriotic citizen of Ghana and from school near dear ya can't say say
also me no nya I do get any part
who represent the president occasion be say yeah two national ministers represent president so represent the president and also function a bo ministerial salute ye na ra assassin enti ye to na wu gina ho na untumi mbie wa
no kwa ka mo dunti because masa over me ba o ka say ma share the meaning of vetting to vetting I say to investigate someone thoroughly especially in order to ensure that they are suitable for a job requiring secrecy, loyalty and trustworthiness. It is a near we no. And not just for you. I also go behind scenes. No investigating the panua. Yes, say Omra Meda said Medina. Again, minister say free parliament. Me who say a constitution and why so shall buy a total door now. Once a minister say Omuya Kukuda Mabikra, the ministry Ajinatum. Obeko about to know a losing seat because or a minister of energy. Obey minister of energy, no. The concentration in an say can you be so debia. We are not in the process of delivering and service to Ghanaians. No, abandon the constituents.
No separation of powers.
The separation of powers. Yeah. Not checks and balances. Etimiya Dumaye. Not checks and balances. Etimiya Dumaye. Yes. And the president will both parliament and not obey in pay free. The moment obey ministers 50% of free parliament. No, we now obey the crop for
about 60%.
System more. After more would at least. Madam was it.
But offer. Idea about consul a war home ye cost implications.
What about
say we minister free parliament on different pay.
As a minister,
or you pay as Mpensenpensenmu you pay. One pay no. One pay na.
What factor that? What factor that? No. What factor the cost?
I agree with you.
Of the engagement.
I agree with you. Separation of power, but I'm looking at the other economic side of it.
Yes.
Enti, your father said President Mahama ministers who 30 no be you mono. Shut down for additional cost to be a mat because in any case, some MPs or more paid that. Two by minister, one time different.
What is the cost? Member to you, what is the cost?
On the ministers. No, I'm saying MPs at the same time.
Different. I'm bringing another dimension.
Now, what is time here? Why abandon the constituents? Adwuma na wo benya no parliament no amo abandon the constituents na omunya omugidie edu ko gina ho no ana ya ma adwuma for parliament not taking much of your time. Say them conform mo to about 30 million people 30,000 people say 40,000 people no omo ehwe kwa
of I think say what can say na wo ka constitutional review yeah man basa ne say ye Ghana ye democracy no hybrid British and American system ya combine and British system no Britain there one year MP won't be minister kura every minister or the acquire say and the normal a combining say reforms back as it stands but as it stands no
Channel 4 a best system of governance no practice they are getting their results also carbon copied abedi trimu them laziness we can't sit down and carve a system of model of governance is suitable for us. America, they don't revere chieftaincy. It's in our constitution. America, tribe, so we free away. You were tribes. That's why our diversity, no. So we need a constitution, a bit deep in your unification, no, rather than the addition of now higher contest of ideas. We need a constitution that builds a consensus, more of a consensus. Bemeka said, "Dias when you do maneko in the next 20 years, yenina ye womubi and ye adumano. We ban the manifesto. Your question, niaba, your question. So should be not transit. Adie bi abakwa kofase ya brofo de say ye wona nanu ne dija ho na ma resource abandon it. Multi-party democracy na aya carbon copy aya hybrid from US near so transit now say it is causing more harm to us than good and creating animosity. I say obi MPP ni kwa no hu ni nua NDC ni ana say ada ya officer on kana ho and na komo bi position kwa okoma ye party fo nya bi and ada kwa koma obi. We can't even draw a line between governance and the sponsorship of leadership into various positions. So sponsor will be so on call parliament. I know now what and say, me I'm sponsor I want who do parliament here, you say, for example, what sponsor footballer or you hear what in the room. When you bought one or so, I mean wow, make you can you but and yes sir, a mouth to me say, say, would you pack a sofa ball and fire? This is what you MPP at the Parliament. MPP pay as against the will of Ghanaians. May a president and this is one of two Obama me. It's even this is one Kwani Bebu man. Am I lose talents? Okay. You lose your baby. Eti the Kenya constitutional review na ebano. Your best remo. Women you feel into form. Who can say most Ghana first? But says my parochial interest and my party first. And me who parliament for say more practice all. It is not about Ghana. Okay, over. Me da say. Adom 106.3 FM. Ahenkai or say Germany. Ahenkai, very good morning to you. And I wait to say Hamburg or Germany. Uncle, we support you. Your time will come. I don't know the other day buy no. And we so on Facebook. I say the people who asked the question knew the candidate was religiously aligned with a group that does not recite the national anthem. Elvis Kwadwo Opoku dia de buy no. Omona Sama say I'm wondering why Honorable Dixon is now saying we should now be thinking about Ghana first. But when they were in opposition, they were not in favor of Ghana. What a diabolic witch hunting. Oh, okay. Homona someone so they are or the buyer and no. But my same bisani said now that apology has been accepted, the speaker has lifted the suspension. Ad hoc committee no wapao no. Do they need to continue with their job? Because I'm not listening to the speaker. Looks like
oh, say ad hoc committee ni me believe say ehun hia send manema no ye betimi atwa so kra na say ad hoc committee first of all be kwa ko hwehwem ni enti e ba sa e be kwa ko hwehwem ni enti asasem ni si omo ye involve da bi say eno de committee ni nwe na dwuma apani committee ni nye nwe na dwuma ntimi hu recommendation continue the baba
because I'm so before yeah ready
and the outdoor committee there but quick one na me say me ka ho say
quick one
vetting minua ketwa minua nom ketwa okujeto abrokwa honorable ene minua ketwa Sam George ye mesra mo ahobrasem se ne esi enra e parliament no esese omusua bibi efrim because omuntimi nka nkyere me se omo ye adwuma o NDC mu echi helu na drusu omuntimi nka nkyere me se omo aboa NDC echi Helena Drusu echi Mutaka echi Dr. Rashid Babu omuntimi nka sa but sankrofo ya mbobo mudin nyina chese omuko vetting na bomudin even among minority for kra sane respectable so sane respectable e ade am so eso mu e omususuan ni pabisa so omususuan ni pabisa na omde toto mabrabo ho me me fese abanyaba na yede mabun be chichim because my nyina yeda chi gina mabun so but oye babun so eso ye babun a o se ne obetoto ni man u koi president Akufo-Addo former president tibiko ka say galamse ekoso benefit from that me can be bintia mahama tamo your position and I said now you're president mean can that because me papa no me bunu no baby mahama na dun me papa nu ho on the public service abrabom also Sam George you mama no papa betra committee so ye hu so honte mesrom ahombrasem mesrom say Helena Drusu nom ni Mutaka nom ni Dr. Rashid Papo nom ni omo fo mo nyom modo na omunsuan say yan dis adwuma na wo ya enti na ma SSC ni ade nyina okoye ya wontimi nka say wonim and then another thing is say mpachomba
the honorable a member of parliament baby ha me kakra ye afutuo na wutu ewura San George mo I think say in order but o ka say ne ma me ne papa mo betena committee so no uhu ye
Akufo-Addo fele no
utu ni panofo a
sine ne ho
de watufo no de me
ho de matwe wasa o de ho de matwe wasa ho de matwe wasa because we are senior and is me be nanya I think I need to accept it in good faith babia me say kansem
yeah now this na
me just honorable Afenyo Maki the leader of the minority onye bibia ebroso a ebinsi krom ha yeti krom ha ena ken ofuriata ye vetin 2 days tamo honorable Helena Drusu ye minority leader otimi bisa question 150 vetting so enti yenuanu this for besro mumfa bibia nhihye Ghana for adwemu say honorable Afenyo Maki leader of the minority ye bibia ebroso dabi
you say ya mu ye nyina ye stage manage dania umbe seli true etija no ya fe ho adwo say mo ba no betum futuro agu yani
oh dabi
that dabi after all this again kosi
dabi entu enye
over kwasi
enti no enti anu ade a em say ye be hye no so ye mfi nko nanim bebre no yempanifo a omututu omunema ye o politics ni ababom ni bibia mu no omna ese de omu ye modo na yesuom me fese ye ne sa ye nyina ye betime akoye ni masama em say now can second issue be
that one had to do with I think teacher training allowances and
teacher training allowances
yeah
say you know you say ade a ehuhia yen MPP for because wohwe enkwara no bebre efia omufiri mu ni ade a bibi kakra bitimi support on financial support bia kakra ba na be so masen a etimi pagyaw na yenuanom NDC for be fi ho ye campaign previous campaign e ka say be restore ni restore enene se ne yesi na dey obi ehu so then no dey enya me na make ho asem but ya dey ye ka che
allowance na model so ka ho asem
that so what
see what tenama
because mananunsi na memra
honorable na me for say
mananunsi na memra so honorable Dixon.
But actually, because when was the last time mutu allowance ma training college? You see, context na you build ahead of 2016 elections.
Maybe 1 month or 2 months. No, just
let us go back. At that time, that President Mahama position, they say, training colleges na nkwara bebre who apply. Mama mfa me ko Wesley College. My constituency, my neighbor, ye wo Brekum College of Education wo ho. Time President Mahama wo ho allowance wo ho no because of allowance no. School bi ayama quota. Say bi a Brekum College of Education ubetumi afa nipa 150. Then it got to a point. Ye hear more teachers wo Ghana nkura so kwa. Ye nye teachers ne ade. President Mahama say ade na ye mbie mu schools no. Say number of teachers do be a bit to me afa bia no.
Now do you have the physical space?
2
physical space.
Number of teachers be a schools no be wo ha because make Wesley College. Wesley College ye be a mono. Wesley College intake more than doubled. Yeah, na quota no wo. Brekum College of Education was more than doubled. Enti option they say ye mbie ma obi antumi nkobi. And that was the time and so ye elevate colleges of education no to tertiary status. And this mo be tertiary dia. Obi o University of Ghana, obi o KNUST, obi o ha or ye course bia aban no man student loan na a support student no. And yet then ye mbie mu ma obi amfa do obi obetumi afa. Na instead of allowance no, ye ma loans to nkwara no. Na omu feeding grant aban nsan yemfa sa ketua we. That was President Mahama policy or shas yes so implemented. And then we are more so ye de ba alawa na be sign de aba. Ye to aba wie ya omo ba ya na alawa omo shas yes so mutuatua nkakra no. Allowance yes ya unim sika e wo ho in name no. E just 400 Ghana. 400 Ghana no when you on vacation enka ho nti year bia no mutua 8 months. 8 months no be the whole year no mutua 1 month, 2 months. Allowance no. And he was so in name. And I place quota system on training colleges admission. Abra free SHS aba nkora no bebre awie school. We be person ko university 1% in Korana awie free SHS o mugu fie no. Training college no betimi afa nipa 500. But also allowance nti on for 200. 200 na osan afa allowance no enkwara no enya. Enti allowance ya wubusa ho asem no yewura haru na edusu. Thankfully President Mahama set up committee say yen review your education system no the challenges were all levels near there. But in the interim no is not announcing cancellation. Na mwom aban no vision ne say policy ne say ye betumi aboa asuafo na ama sika ebe support wo addition na etumi akọ anim. And one of the measures ne say student loan no Yewura Mahama kan ne manifesto no and is going to implement Yewura Haruna can say ye did friend student loan plus. The difference ne say instead say ye be ma figure ba ko say o student bia ye ma say no ye be hwe o course o ne cost of o needs na fe ye de ama ho loan said ye be ya e betumi aboa. And for me minim final decision aban no be take on the allowances but say o ma me loan e betumi because allowance 400 ye de ma wa entumi enketa for needs nti ye be ma loan e wosoro na uwie thankfully teacher education nso no ye de say loan ma wie aban no postu ma won kochira de ye ntiti kind back
okay
enti aban no na de ma at a very low interest rate I be boa ma ni si akoso nti compare two now this review and a year anim
all right
nti allowance na de yenua mo
honorable
nka ba na o se komo amo mo nsa so and so mo de ye campaign bi because allowance na aka no mo nsa yintua
medase
ankwara mo kire o mo
medase pa emre nti emfansi ana wa fa ma memra hwe na yenku
I think say so me wie secondary school na me ko business me ko gi loan me akra sare me collateral ne kodi ekoye me be ye adwumatua tax abo o man no
high interest rate
me dey me ko ma dwene dia the cash flow of get fund e wo ska bia da bia e ba get fund futum uyi ne matema habo a the component of get fund sika utua say ya the bebo education sa cash flow no yemfanya educational bank e magana na akwada bia baby opeso sua na ade koduro no wonya access to funds a teacher for salary emfa bank ho na nyi ghost names in free ho afa contractors say ye adwama Ghana education no contracting na emfa sa bank ho what it means is say you set up fund a revolving fund aboama wo ni bie atumi ayeden akọ school na tu ko school now ye adwuma na wo start say wo ye adwuma na ya tetew enkakra dia betua sika no na ni pa wo fro so ni bia ayeden enya access e de ko ba bia yeru mama twist kakra menena anko ya adwene say in the heat of the elections no okasa alawa no ba wo ntwam bako ojira ni mudiem awon ni 2016 promise na enko yiro because NDP for by alawa na be say and me I don't see the reason why obi a okosua magazine aduma ono le ko tu ni tirinsa ono le ko ni bibi obi amoa no ba owie be ya aduma tua tax bo o man no adentina obi a wawie you say from the basic you know aba bedru SS abana fa hoka obi akọ free obeso call university a twa sika na ko uwia no betua ka no se me so me ba me nkwaji loan ma no ne se me fi se me ho so na metua school fees amana amana ko university owia one o mani ni asem bia there should be optional unim de tia me kasa no hwe ene yetimi training nurses ye wie ya ye de ha enfifre wie no o the service na come UK for ebi se what is scab e manifie no anya no wasem ye ka o man na bon ho ka adodo adi e ba mo man nya ho mfaso obi e woni na busuafo nko a e ko basa na me ye businessman na tax officers gina me konso ama me tua tax no ye ko we ni pa wi ano the service na come kru foforo eti de yewura haruna e kan me ne ya adwene e bra so say you call it a spade and not a big fork. One don't can say abani na but was say onu ni tirimuno off head no ko benya kayem fanfasa akwa no so ade we me 2016 manifesto ne wo I was said education no ye di ya hoodin ko shem woni skania de boa no nche say wo say you free ye mo free na na kufu ado he got it wrong and enkwa aduane kra mu kodi ni school no na aye problem there ya can say ye pe quality education ma enkrofo ye ma enya quantitative again yensi sakari come we bebrebe na practicals and sanu nyuma enwa disua no emedi hene take the integral aspect of our educational system theory chiwempo ebi na nkra ebubo apo we are what the good say ho was me a doctor
right
wa bra funu kra unso obi mu da we can't tolerate all this Ghana research na jomama so wade aba no obi afana dwemeboa na ya research o man foforo
all right
yewura mama so ma ho kwan na constructive criticisms anya dwuma wo abam so that be elevative fear
all right
ankrofo ebetimi dia ameki nice presentation
of Odike Medasepa honorable Mamefat
1 minute
akanema
Medasepa I'm say theory asɛm ɔka there, and there is something that President Akufo-Addo who in the data. And anything I introduce to TVET. And STEM na de nyina yes. Eti
MPP mo pe candidate.
Menua
Mamu san adutumo.
Eno de ho asam no ho. Into the train. And was some do a. And was some do a. Eti
what is the next candidate?
Yes, Menua. You have two options. I'm happy say Menua Penny presidential candidate because President Mahama when Nino Krama because all campaign or catch the Ghana for say teacher training allowance because throughout the campaign last year one can't Ghana for say or bad teacher training allowance obetwam we say enema menu I consider that sorry enema menu I consider that table so a loan any allowance a loan I the also loan in the year but a loan dia akwara ni ko school obeba betua
yes
and then allowance no ya dia abane di so school ni na sen na aboa na aboa wofo na apani se wakade yen de
okay
yen option ni say esa ya disika eso awofo na se na de so ifo eno no awofo ni ntua akwara ni so ntua
papa ma uska say all
right. Honorable Dixon Chredria, a member of Parliament, Brekum West constituency. Honorable Kwame Apia Kudia, a member of Parliament, Fantiakwa North, and Amiamo of Akwesia Day ODK, founder and leader, Union Government.